can you talk a little about kind of the gender differences in terms of coaching and kind of how that
Yeah.
comes into play? Because I
Yeah.
mean, you're just talking about how, probably women being more connected to their emotions in general, so maybe that being more of an issue that you would have to help men with, or just
Yeah.
kind of
So
how does that play out?
it can be more of a challenge to get men to open up. And we could say that, like, maybe historically speaking, vulnerability was perceived as weakness and could be potentially threatening, especially when, let's say, if we go back a few hundred years and further back, like male strength was a really important facet of our society and hierarchy and so on. There's still this spillover effect where being vulnerable feels like a risk. And so, one of the challenges is trying to create the space for men where it's like it's okay to be vulnerable, like it's okay to express something that you're experiencing. It doesn't actually diminish you or make you weak. And in fact, maybe the opposite is true. And I experienced this myself, where I was like suppressing everything I felt because I felt so much guilt around experiencing these emotions, because I didn't think that it was appropriate as a man, or at least in my that picture I had of masculinity. I didn't think it was appropriate for me to express these emotions, and so I would hide them. I would suppress them. I'd watch a movie and I'd feel like, touched and be like, oh gosh, there's a tear, as I'm watching this movie. But then I would like, oh crap, I hope my wife doesn't see that, like, because she might think I'm weak or something like that for having feelings. And so I think that's one of the biggest challenges, getting men to be like, hey, it's okay to have feelings. It doesn't actually diminish you as a man or weaken you to have that. And in fact, trying to suppress them will probably weaken you.